Look closely, because this is what illegal aliens with CDLs are doing to our most vulnerable. Delilah Coleman was just like any other 5-year-old, fun-loving and carefree, when the car she was traveling in was hit by an illegal alien, Partap Singh, who crashed his 18-wheeler into a 6-car pileup in California. A broken femur, devastating skull fractures required a craniotomy, and she lived without half of her skull for 4 months. Today, thank God, she's improving, but others weren't so lucky. But because of this tragic crash, she lives now with cerebral palsy. In 2025, 30 people were killed in commercial truck crashes involving foreigners or illegal aliens with commercial driver's licenses. Last week, it was Uzbek illegal Bekzad Azarov who killed 21-year-old college soccer star Toby Forsyth on I-71 in Ohio. The honor roll student attempted to hide the dash cam footage from authorities. Yeah, it's a joke when I say honor roll student. So at the beginning of the month, Pennsylvania State Trooper Michael Pahira was also killed on I-81 by Haitian illegal Michael Bond. Bond had a Massachusetts CDL. And earlier this year, an illegal from Kyrgyzstan swerved his semi-truck into oncoming traffic in Indiana, killing 4. President Trump, all of us are enraged.
They can't read signs. Many of them are on drugs or alcohol, and they shouldn't be driving these things.
And earlier today, the Trump administration announced that justice will be done. It's launching a fraud investigation into 75 truck driving schools that assisted non-citizens who wanted to obtain commercial driver's licenses. Families of those injured and killed because of these drivers have been demanding action for years. Here to discuss is Marcus Coleman, a former trucker himself and the father of young Delilah, who you saw at the beginning of this segment, again, who was hit by an illegal truck driver. Marcus, before we get into this conversation, I know Delilah has improved, but how is she doing tonight?
She's doing very well, actually. Unfortunately, we just got some news day before yesterday that she's going to have to go back into surgery August 3rd. The piece of bone that they put back in that they had to remove for the swelling is starting to deteriorate. The bone's actually dying in her skull, so we have to go back in and get it pulled out. And they're going to put a synthetic piece in.
That's after the craniotomy she had after her skull was fractured, correct?
Correct, yes.
I mean, how many surgeries has she had?
Altogether, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, close to 6. That's including her leg. She had a broken femur from the vehicle accident, and they had to go in there, put an internal brace in, and then a year later remove the internal brace. So yeah, she's had close to 6 surgeries.
Marshall, you heard President Trump today. He's absolutely enraged about this. These investigations are serious, and 75 trucking schools are now going to be investigated, and they're dropping the hammer on these individuals who are obviously helping perpetrate fraud. What's your reaction tonight to hearing this?
I'm very excited that he's doing that. I think it's far more than 75, but I think it's a good step in the right direction. There's a lot that's going on in the trucking industry that needs to be attended to. Just illegal drivers is not only the issue. We got people who don't understand or speak English, and we have people who have bad driving records that shouldn't be driving. We have people that aren't qualified to be driving that are driving. It's getting to the point now where pretty much anybody with a right foot can become a truck driver, and it's just becoming too dangerous out there. The consequences and the reaction after that is by then it's too late. We shouldn't have to have mass casualties to realize that, hiring this person or this company was a mistake. A lot of these companies that are out there causing these car accidents, they're being hidden. We have no idea who the company is or who the broker is or the ship or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm pushing to have that information available to everybody. These trucks are public company. I mean, we should be able to know who. Correct. We should be able to know who's out there driving.
This is interstate commerce.
As well as their accidents.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, Marcus, these were American jobs, good-paying jobs for American families who were competent and got the jobs on merit. Merit has to be the standard. The Trump administration said they're going to enforce that. This better happen, should never happen, what happened to all these victims or your daughter. Marcus, you've been a tireless advocate for common sense and safety, and we wish you the very best. Keep in touch with us, please, and we'll obviously be in touch with you. Thank you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.